Hello and welcome to ARK Complete Series. Well, we're on Scorched Earth. Since the last episode, I've gone over to the beacon again and I've I downloaded Rainbow here, our Argentavis. So Toby's tucked away in a cryopod at the minute. So I haven't downloaded anybody else yet, because I've just been scouting around looking for somewhere to build a base. Because I need somewhere to, somewhere to sleep at night, basically, especially when I log off from the game. And I also need somewhere where I can do all my crafting. Now, normally on, say, like the island, I would just pick a particular location close to water, and that's it. I mean, as long as there's plenty of room, should be fine. Problem with Scorched Earth is that things break down. I mean, it's a big desert area, you're going to get all the sand getting in the way, and it breaks up electrical appliances and so on. So the idea is they introduced this notion of really trying to get you to use wind turbines. If you use a normal electrical generator that's powered by gasoline, it'll break down. You'll have to spend a lot of time repairing it. So the idea is use a wind turbine instead. The only drawback is that you need wind. Now, where we're at is it's the northern east Badlands, and I'm getting 40% wind. So that means there's like a 40% chance of that turbine working and generating electricity for me. So I'm really looking for somewhere that's better. And the thing is, this area here, though, it's actually great for when you want to do your crafting. So that's where we're at the moment, at about 32.5, 70 roughly. Because dotted around here, there's lots of metal. You've got lots of stone, lots of rocks where you can get your sand and your stone. Oh, he's complaining of something. You've got a lot of dinosaur bones around where you can get salt from. Right down there, there's an oil vein. Trying to figure out what he's complaining about. Something's going to go wrong. So this area here, it's brilliant. Now he's shaking his tail. Tell you what. I was going to come over here anyway. I mean, this area, as I say, it's a brilliant place. You'll get metal nodes, you'll get rich metal nodes. It's ideal. So actually what I used to do, and I'm going to do it again, is I'm going to actually build my first base here, because I'm going to have multiple bases. I'm just going to plonk Rainbow down here. If you look here, I've actually got 100% wind. I've got a much better chance of getting electricity from the wind turbines if I build a base here. So what I could do is I could put foundations down, ceilings down, so everything will be up in the air and away from all of these nasties that are wandering around. I can build another area down here. I mean, just ignore the loot crate coming down. I can build another. I can flatten this whole area out, and I can have a platform that goes all the way up to there. And I'll get all of my electricity. I'll be able to have my crafting stations up here. Things like the fabricator, the chemistry bench, and so on. I'll even be able to get a forge built down here where we can make all of our metal. So it's ideal for that. So I mean, I could really sort of build a platform down there to lift everybody up to here, because I've got to get the dinosaurs to go out and wander around there and gather the resources. But what I did last time is I just put ramps down, to be honest. If I put those down, it doesn't really matter, because there's, I'll bring the dinos up to here, then I'll lift them up to here at this higher level, and they're away from any problems. Now, since he's complaining, I need to find out what he's complaining about. What are you doing? What are you doing, dude? What's the problem? I can't remember what happens from the sound. He makes different sounds, but it's also the animation. That'll tell me what he's complaining about. Right, he's shaking his tail. Now that to me, and if you look at the fact, it is getting dark, but that to me says we're going to get an electrical storm. Because what I've found is, if he starts digging in the ground, that's more for superheat, which means you need to get underground. Oh. There you go. Right over there. Electrical storm. Ooh. Yeah, so if he digs in the ground, he's warning you that you need to get underground because there's superheat. If he starts looking up in the air while he's making his little noises, he means there's a sandstorm coming. On the other hand, if he just sits there shaking his tail, then you're going to get that electrical storm. When that happens, things don't work. I mean, I think the... let's see. I think we're far enough away. Yeah, we're far enough away, but it affects your guns where they just jam up. Your guns don't work either. But we're not right in the actual storm itself, so it should be fine. So, as I say, I think I'll actually just have out of curiosity see what I'll get in there. Yeah. There was something. What I also want to do is I want to save myself some engrams, to be honest, because I actually found these in a purple loot drop. So I think I'm going to take a bit of a wander around looking at the loot crates to see what I can find. Because then it'll save me, because I want to build all this stuff out of Adobe. Wood, metal, stone, it's no use in this sort of environment. It's better to have things made out of Adobe. Make your base, it gives you much better insulation and from the heat. So yeah, I'm gonna take a good wander around the map, but I need to get the utility dinos that I've got. So I've got a Doedicurus and I've also got an Ankylo. I want to get them from the actual beacon. The green beacon's just literally over there. It's not too far away actually. But I want to actually tame a Thorny Dragon. I didn't bring a beaver because to me it would have been a waste. There would be no point having the Thorny Dragons if I brought the beaver across. And it's not really suited for this environment, to be honest. So that dude's gonna be a Thorny Dragon this time. That's gonna be getting all my wood for me. And there's plenty of wood around here. I think somewhere out there there's some cactus plants, so we can get that for the clay that we need. But really, I want to get a lot of foundations built, as many as I can to at least get started, because I need a mortar and pestle to start making the clay. Ideally, I want to then start stepping up to the chemistry bench as quickly as possible. We'll need the electricity and everything here. But 100% wind, so we're fine. Well, it's obviously getting dark. Can't see a blooming thing out here. So I think I'll just pause the video there. Me and Rainbow will go wandering around looking for any decent engrams we can find in the loot drops. And we'll pick up once I've got my utility dinos and we go out searching for a Thorny Dragon. Oh wow. Trying to find a high level Thorny Dragon is a lot harder than I thought. I mean, I've been out and I managed to find quite a lot of blueprints and what have you, because I've been pretty much hitting up the purple loot crates as they've been coming down. But I ended up having to go back to where I'm going to build a base to put some storage down there, because I was just running out of capacity. The Argentavis just could hardly carry anything more. So I was just wandering around. I was heading back over to the green beacon there to get some water. And there's a 135 Thorny Dragon just in front of us. So I thought I'd get Toby here, so he can help us catch her. Trouble is, oh there it is there. So that'll be the male and the level 60, I think. If I can get rid of this. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, 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 ow. Yeah, I've been looking around for Ovis as well, because that would help tame her. But there's struggling to find any of them, so I'll probably end up just trying to go with Prime. See how many darts she needs. Toby's doing alright. Last time I checked, I think there was some Carnos and a Rex and a Parasol not too far from here. Good grief, I'm struggling. Oh, good grief. Turn around, dude. It'll be easy if you can fucking shoot her with a gun. Man, you've got quite a hit on you. I mean, Toby's got a reasonable saddle. I could have probably done with making him a better one. Because I think I had a, I think I had an ascendant one that I found. But I mean, I can make do with this one. It's just a journeyman one, I think. There you go. That wasn't too difficult now, was it? Seems alright. Right, don't need her. We needed to chop up wood for her, so... Right, where is she? She is at... I have to keep a note of this. And my heat stroke isn't exactly helping either. How bad's that? 31% strength. Actually, what we can do is we plonk that down there. Right, so there should be... Yeah, there it is. There's the Rex over there. So I should be able to get some... I was going to get some prime, but the trouble is... That'll disappear really quickly in this heat. What's she like for food? I'm going to have to wait to starve her out first. Yeah, I think I'll starve her out. Actually, you... Put you on passive. I'm going to starve her out a bit, and while I'm doing that, I'm going to try and deal with this heat stroke. That's not doing me any favours. It's just I know that that prime meat is just not going to last at all. So, I think we're just going to wait it out, and then we'll go after the Rex. Oh, well that's actually handy, that. Me and Toby went in search of the Rex down there. It seems it's moved further out, so I was coming back here trying to find her to make sure she was still unconscious, and we ran it into some hyenodons. So I think we've got enough prime. I didn't realise they actually dropped prime meat, to be honest, so I got 25 off them. That is extremely handy, I think. Let's see how much we get off that. Because I dropped this thing round to about below 2,700, so it was quite a lot. I'm hoping it's enough. According to the calculator, it was going to take 15. Yeah. According to the calculator, it was going to take about 15 prime meat, so... Yeah, that's right, yeah. Got 10 left out of 25. Cool. Right, well I don't have a saddle for her. I'm going to give her a name. I'm just trying to think of a... I always call him Spiky for some strange reason. Right, I'm going to pop you into a cryopod. We're going to have to head back because her saddle needs to be actually made within a smithy. Don't need that. I'll pick this up. Right, we need to head back. Hello. We need to head back in this direction. You can see there's tons of metal ore around. Is that a hyenodon there? Might be the one of the pack that was I took on. There, four raw prime meats. That's pretty good. That. That could come in handy. Thank you. We'll have that. Thank you very much. Right. Yeah, that's off one of the hyenodons I've just dropped. Right. We're not interested in the Carnos, because I was going to go after them. So I was having a bit of a look around, and there was the Rex, there was some Carnos, and there was a Parasaur around there somewhere. So I knew well, as far as I'm aware, they'll all drop prime meat. I usually get prime meat off things like Stegos, but you don't find any on this map. So we should be heading in this direction. Are you gonna? You better not be another 55. I keep running into 55 Thylacoleos. Oh! Do. You can go away. Level's that one. 50. Dude or dude. You're just an annoyance. I'm surprised they don't drop prime. Because I took out a Daedon in my travels. I always thought they'd drop prime, but they don't either. Come here. Come here, little pig. Come here, little pig. Yeah, they don't drop high either. They don't drop prime, I should say. Right, so I'm pretty sure it was along here somewhere that I need to be. Or is it? Yeah, it's around about here somewhere. Right, where's that oil well? Could be an oil well around here somewhere. Keep your eye out for an oil well, Toby. I need to find one. I think it's... yeah, it must be further up there. The reason I want to find one is because while I was searching for blueprints, I managed to get some actual oil wells. Grab that. Yeah, pop you out. So yes, I did find quite a few things, quite a few Adobe things. Anyway, not everything I need, because I really need the foundations and the ceilings. Right, look, you stay put, will you? Oh, hang on a minute. Who's got the oil well? We have. Right, so there should be an oil well here, so I may as well get that at least started. Wow, we are seriously running out of water quickly. I think that's it there. Right, may as well put that up, because at least it'll start generating oil. Well, it doesn't necessarily generate it. That would be quite cool, actually, if you could do that. You know, instead of millions and billions of years or whatever it is to actually make oil. That's just going to drag it up from the ground. Right, so we need to be down here. So I think what I'll do is, I mean, I've put a few little storage crates and some bookshelves there so I can store things, but I'll probably just get started with thatch, I think, to begin with, because then at least I can get the Smithy built, and then I'll just convert it over to Adobe, because otherwise it's going to take ages. More hyenodons. Right, so I'm gonna need all the crew. Yeah, all the crew. Right, let's see. Did we make? I think we learned the thatch foundation. Yes, we did. So at least I can get started with that. Start building that up there. Well, actually, I haven't said that. I'll start building it on that side actually. I'll start putting them down here. Then I'll start building them up there, because there's a way to get. I've got to get got to get things like the platform to line up and what have you. We'll have to start with a temporary little place here. So I'll just put some foundations down, and then we can get our smithy built. Lots to do, Toby. It's the start of a new day. Well, gotta get started then. Oh, I am such a noob. I went to all the trouble of making a smithy, and I completely forgot the RG here can actually make things like the smithy can. It's because it's got a saddle on it. It can make things, and I mean, obviously once we get the Thorny Dragon, we'll be able to use her as a portable smithy as well. But anyway, the base we're building is just literally across there. Well, I've come out here because I need to actually get some cactus sap. I need plenty of that. Oh, something's coming. I can hear something. Is it up here? I can hear somebody fighting. So, oh, it was the Thorny Dragon. Yeah, I mean, I need plenty of cactus sap. Because we need to make clay. And I need that for the Thorny Dragon saddle. Ow, ow, oh. Hey, go away! Annoying bird. Seriously? You're spoiling my enjoyment of this game, you are. Right, why was I getting that? Why was I getting clay? It was for the Thorny Dragon saddle, wasn't it? Yeah, we need 85 clay. And clay is what? What was clay? Clay was 2 to 1 or something stupid. 1, so we need at least 85, alright? I hope you can carry this. See how much we get. If we use it's about 57. Right, so we definitely want to use the hatchet. Oh, that's plenty. We've got plenty. Don't worry, we've got plenty. You don't mind being used as a refrigerator, do you? Because you're going to be. Just so you know. Nothing personal, you know. It's just you can keep things better than I can. It's more than enough. Right. What do you need then? Seeing as you can make one of these, what do you need? Oh, we can't do it yet, can we? I've got to actually make it in the mortar and pestle, don't I? I am such a noob. Right, well, let's head over in this. Actually, since I said you were going to keep a hold of it, you better keep a hold of it. Right, so we're going to head over here. Oh no, what's that? Is that a jerboa? How did you manage to get stuck like that? Oh, whatever. Right, so we're going to head back here. Because I've just put down just some basics, just so we can get going. So I've got 2 forges going, I've got a smithy up and running. Everybody's been popped out of cryo. The only trouble is, I think Spiky ended up in cryo sickness. Another noob mistake. Right, so. Right, so what do you need? We need to make 85 of them. Have I got enough? Woohoo! Right, well, I'll go and make them. I'm quite impressed, I must admit. I took Arthur just up there, so he only took down like about 2 or 3 nodes, and he brought back well over 400 metal. As I say, I mean, from what I remember, there's metal nodes and there's rich metal nodes around here, so they're doing really, really well. 54 metal, cool. You know what, while that's all cooking up, just out of curiosity, let's go and have a look and see how much oil we've got so far. I'm sure there's another well, an ore vein down there. An ore vein? An oil vein. I'm quite surprised these things don't actually need metal. Need electricity. For some reason. Oh, 84. Hang on a minute. Oh, now it says 1 of 50. Right, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. So that'll come in handy because we'll be able to make gasoline. Trying to think what else we need oil for. Although the trouble is we're going to be using turbines anyway. Speaking of which, I think I've got the blueprint for wind turbines. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I picked up a blueprint. I didn't actually pick up any because it's, I don't know why, but it's very common I've found to get either oil wells or to get wind turbines for some strange reason, and they're really heavy. Right, so hide. What we've got, we should have quite a bit of spare hide. Look at all that hide. Yes, I've already got a spare oil well down there. I'm pretty sure it was a blueprint that I picked up for the turbine. So I've got a spare blueprint for that and a blueprint for the turbine. It just saves me having to put them into the engrams, to be honest. How are we doing? Ooh, 170. Ooh, I forgot about that. Yeah, it does double. Right, so let me make one of them. Oh, I need 83 wood. Come on, Rainbow. We're gonna have to get the axe out again. Head up to here then. Memory serves, I don't think we get that much wood out of these trees, which makes sense because they're all gnarly trees. Probably get some better wood. It's out of curiosity to see what we do get out of these. These ones down here. I mean, we should do better once we get our Thorny Dragon up and running anyway, to be honest. Let's try one of these down here. Some nice coloured angelos I've seen, I must admit, out here. There's one that's like a very silvery colour. Was out here somewhere. Oh, trouble. Right, you keep your eye out for trouble because I can already see it. Oh, this is much better. Ah, so we were getting cactus sap out of that one. Okay, so we can't get anything out of that one. Oh well, fair enough. So we actually got, so, hang on. We got thatch, we got wood, and we got cactus sap. There we go. You keep an eye on this lot, will you? You're better at carrying things than me. Some miraculous reason, things weigh less when you carry them. I don't know why. Very strange. There's no scientific reason for it. So, yeah, I think what I'll do then is I'll start making some thatch foundations and I'll just plan out what we're going to do over there. And then what we can do is start working on the actual replacements, you say, with Adobe. Oh, it looks like Spiky's up and running now. Oh, that's cool. Right, we'll just stop here. I'm going to have to get some water soon because I'm out. Right, so there you go. So now we can get a saddle for Spiky. It'll be interesting to see how much wood she gets. Right. Yeah. Hang on. Right, I'll pop that on you. Fair enough. Right, see how you do. I want to leave these things that are nearby intact. Oh, don't run. Better not run on this map, otherwise they use up water a heck of a lot quicker. Oh, hang on. There's a titanic boar over there going to cause mischief. Right, I'll pick you up. And I'll bring this little lady a bit further out because I want to see what she was doing, because I was getting something about maybe about 80, I think, a tree. And she's just getting started, so she'll get better over time. So You chop this tree down. Look at that, 130, so that's practically double what I would have got. So she can't carry that much. She gets the weight reduction, which is good. Come on, Rainbow. Right, we'll go and chop that tree down over there. Don't do what that stupid pteranodon does and jump in front. Doesn't help anybody. Yeah, that's a lot better, I must admit. Ooh. Wow, you're struggling. I think she's struggling probably because of all the stuff that I'm carrying. I'm carrying everything but the kitchen sink here. What level that? Oh, 120. Come on, Rainbow. Wanna have some fun with her. Interesting to see how long it takes, to be honest. There you go. Have some spikes yourself. Ah, we got the win. Yeah, it doesn't go up that much. Hang on. Right, we'll chop this one down as well. Yeah. Probably better if I could do with carrying less, to be honest. Can we jump on you? Oh. Can you pick Spiky up? Yeah, not a problem. Right, so we'll take Spiky back. So like I say, I mean, I'm going to have to start off with thatch. I think that's probably the better way. Well, yeah, because I don't actually have the foundations, I suppose. If we do... I don't want the S+ ones. I'm trying to steer clear of as much S+ as I can on this map. Because 80 clear, that's not too bad, I suppose. It's just because, as I say, I know things like the generators, for instance, they don't wear out, so you don't get the actual same effect. I mean, it's not the same like if you're playing on the island, but if you're playing on Scorched Earth, it would make a big difference having S+. Right, so we should plop you down there. So really I want to get started by getting the foundations down here, probably. Right, what about a platform, just out of curiosity? So that's what we're after. It's the these platforms. So I need a... can't remember whether it was it a medium one or a large one? Go with the large one. So that's going to need a lot of cementing paste. Now we can make our own cementing paste. Polymer, we'll have to get that from obsidian. So we'll have to find where I can find obsidian to pull that off. Ah, yeah, we're not going to be able to touch that until we get to the fabricator. Yeah, until we build we can always build a fabricator around there, power off gasoline anyway. But the idea is to have this platform, lay that down, literally get it to ride all the way up there, and from there I'll work out where to place the foundations. Right, new lot, I guess we're going to have to get busy. We need all sorts. All sorts, I tell you. We need all sorts. See you in a while. Well, this heat's really starting to get to me now. The number of times I have to just keep disappearing off because of the heat stroke and all sorts is getting crazy. Losing water at a really fast pace. So I came over to here. It's a little mountain area in the middle of the map. So 5646. Because that's where I know where we can get crystal from. Because if I want to make desert cloth, I mean, all of this lot, that's not a problem, just fibre, hide and silk, but this stuff here, the actual goggles, we're going to need silica pearls as well as crystal, and I know I can get crystal here. You can see lots of little crystal resources down there, but I've noticed, well, you may have noticed as well, there's a lightning wyvern wandering around here. Don't know how it got over here. I mean, we're quite far. It's well over to the west where I normally find wyverns, so I've no idea what's pulled that thing over here, but that's a bit weird. But there's also a lot of salt. There's also obsidian as well. I'm just trying to remember what the fabricator needs. I need to build a one. Cementing paste, so I need to learn cementing paste. Painting, oh that's okay. Oh, that was it. We need that for the polymer, don't we? Yeah, cementing paste and obsidian is what you need the polymer for. Because the chemistry bench. Wow, it's a lot of polymer. Could potentially substitute that, I think, for organic polymer off the mantis. That might not be too bad. That's interesting. We've learned how to make a beer barrel in order to make a chemistry bench. Guess that figures really. But anyway, at least I can get some crystal here now. Just keeping an eye on her because she has this annoying habit of wandering off every now and again. But I do need to go and find myself some silica pearls next. They're in the actual those little puddles that are dotted around. So I'm gonna go and search for some puddles with some silica pearls in them. Well, I've been looking around all those little puddles that you get going around the centre of the map, because I'm sure I used to get silica pearls from there, but I couldn't find any. So I've come out to the green beacon, and I managed to find some down here. I mean, I had to take out some capros first, but there's a good supply of silica pearls down here, which is good. So at least get me started. I mean, I don't need that many actually. Over there. I wonder if there's any over there. That looks like some more over there. At least I know where I can get them now. That's good. So I want to make myself some desert armor, because it should be a lot better than this cloth armor. I just can't remember if the I can't remember if the ghillie armor is better, to be honest. I mean, you can get much better blueprints anyway, and start crafting some really decent gear anyway. But yeah, I think I might try both sets and see what they're like. Just the primitive versions, just as a comparison. I mean, you do get a benefit from the actual desert armor because of the helmet. It allows you to see in the storm, for instance. You know, when you've got like a sandstorm going on, whereas normally you just can't see a thing. But yeah, I think I'll make both sets just to see which will be better. See you shortly. Well, we're back at the base now, or at least everything's still under construction anyway. Because I thought I'd test out, you know, the different types of armor we can get. So I've made myself some. Well, I'll just take this ghillie armor off actually, just so I can show you. So this is the normal cloth armor. I should have a hat somewhere. Let's see where I left that. Right, I'll pop that hat on. So that's the insulation we get against the cold, hypothermal, and that's the insulation we get against the hyperthermal, because that's against the heat. So what I've done is I've made some desert cloth armor, and I've made some ghillie armor. Now the ghillie's not too bad, not too hard to get, because we just have to go out into the desert and we can get our organic polymer from the mantis. So I'll just put this on. So we've actually done better, you know, for the hyperthermal insulation. So this desert armor is definitely better than cloth armor, but we're still struggling in the heat. It's just not good enough. I mean, it's like 52 degrees out here, so still struggling. So keep an eye on that at 258. So I'll put this on. So putting this on has now taken us up to 286. So you can see the heat levels changed, or has now changed, which is a good sign. I don't know if that's enough to sort of like deal with a heat stroke. Just have to see if that goes up, but it is better anyway. I mean, the benefit of that hat is you've got the goggles, so you can see, if you're into a sandstorm, at least you can see where you're going. Whereas normally you just cannot see a thing. And now, obviously, if I'd remembered to have taken my ghillie armor off when I was on the island and put it into the beacon, I could have used that, and that was ascendant level, which would be a lot better. Still at 17%. But I mean, really, with this sort of like level of heat and where we're at with the primitive gear, I'm still going to have to keep going into, hiding away from this heat every now and again. It's just too hot. And it's still going up, yeah, we're up to 18%, so it's still not good enough. But at least I've now got myself like a little hut to stay in. So I mean, if I go into here and just close the door, so that starts to disappear now because we're up to 680 is the insulation because we're using Adobe. I mean, if I'd used wood, thatch, stone, metal especially, it would be a lot worse. So yeah, so when it comes to Scorched Earth, it's pretty much just making it all out of Adobe, really. I mean, for this building that I've, all of this platform stuff I've been doing, that's all made out of thatch because I'm just getting started. Except the pillars, obviously, they're made of wood. I mean, thatch pillars wouldn't have got us anywhere. But it's interesting, actually. I was just having a look. The tent. Do you know where the tent? Where's the tent gone to? Who got the tent? Oh, this is a problem. Emergency. We need a tent. Where's our tent gone? Should be carrying that tent with me at all times. Oh, there it is. Right. For some reason I put it in there. Pop the tent out. Right, so we'll go in here. So this is made out of Adobe, so this is like, buildings properly designed against the heat of the desert. We're up to 680. We'll jump into our little tent over here. Ah, 778. It's much better. I mean, like hypothermal's like much higher as well, which is quite cool. That I didn't realise it was such a difference. So we don't forget it. So in terms of where we're at, I mean, at least we've got some better armor, so for this sort of like weather, so it won't be as bad. I mean, I'm still having to keep popping over to the green beacon over there to get water. I've got two canteens, so I don't have to go as frequently now. And I think I got I think I was getting the canteens off these loot drops, if I recall, because I only brought one. I'm trying to remember if I brought one across or two. Yeah, I mean, I know I've got two now, and I'm fairly sure I got one of them from one of the drops, but never mind. Where we're at the moment is we've got this platform area down here. I've had to support the top area with pillars because I could only get so many foundations up there, and then I'm limited as to how many ceilings I can run off of them. So most of it's cosmetic, to be honest. I mean, especially like down this side, I didn't actually need this many pillars, but it looks a bit weird if I don't line them up. Well, it looks weird to me anyway. What I did incidentally is I built these vanilla ones. So I was using the vanilla foundations down there. Now, that's about as far as I can get because we've got a restriction because of that loot crate that comes down. So I then built a wall up there. The trouble that I found then was if I built a ceiling off the wall, it would clip in. But the trouble was I couldn't then clip a foundation to the ceiling. And I have to do that because obviously you need those for support. I'll only be able to get so far with the ceilings, and then after that it won't let you do it. It'll just keep complaining that there's not enough support. So I did try putting a ceiling in, but for whatever reason with the vanilla ones, they're very rigid, they're very fixed in height. So it's a case of it just would not snap to the existing ceiling because it was too low down. The S Plus ones, on the other hand, they'll adapt, they'll actually lower themselves down and snap at that height. So I've ended up doing this whole top section out of S Plus. the bottom's just still on vanilla. I mean, I would have preferred to have used vanilla, but for whatever reason, Wildcard just haven't seemed to have taken advantage of one of the best features, to be honest, of what S Plus has. So yeah, most of this is S Plus. I mean, all the rest of this stuff's vanilla. I'm still running on storage. I think I might probably go back to the S Plus storage. I keep forgetting these things. You get about like 45 storage capacity, which is just crazy. It just rapidly fills up. At least with the S Plus ones, you get 90, and I'd rather have them. I mean, these are not deteriorating, which is a good sign. Don't see any of these getting destroyed. I don't think it really is. I don't think it's going to matter if I use S Plus for those. I mean, I'll get more capacity, I think, out of the forges as well. And I was pretty sure even this stuff would start to disintegrate because of the weather. So I think it's just mostly like the electrical appliances and whatever that'll have a problem. So I'll stick with the vanilla versions of those. I think I'll just for building everything, I'll just go with S Plus because it's just so much easier. So much. It is seriously, it is so much easier. So we're gonna need a lot of clay, and I mean a lot. I mean, it took me a lot just to actually build that little hut down there. I mean, at least I've now got a bed to put myself over here at night. And if I do die, at least I can respawn over here, which is not so bad. But right out here, where we're pointing to, right out there, we can just about make out the trees, is where we'll want to go to build a base where we'll keep our dinosaurs and make our kibble and so on. But up here, this is where we'll be doing our main crafting area for weapons and armor and so on. So I think what I'll do is I'll be building quite a lot of the machinery, what have you, down here, just so that we can get up to speed, because I need a chemistry bench, for instance, to be able to produce clay a lot quicker. And then we can start converting all this lot over to Adobe, get ourselves a platform to be able to, you know, lift these lot up out of the way. I mean, I think they're okay where they're at, but I'd rather have them a bit further out of the way. I mean, there's only the utility dinos that need to stay here. Toby can stay, well, right over there, really. But yeah, this is going to take a long time. That's all for another episode. So I do hope you've enjoyed watching this one. If so, then do please leave a like, because that'll help me out a great deal. For whatever reason, YouTube seems to think that if a video has got likes, then people must like watching it, in which case they'll think, maybe we should show that to other people. Maybe they might like to watch it. And then, you know, the channel might grow. If you're new to the channel and like to see more content, yes, do please subscribe. Just remember to click the little bell icon though, because then you get notifications of when I send you content out. If you've got any comments, any suggestions, if you want to leave any feedback at all, please post that in the comment section below. Until next episode, thanks very much for watching. Bye!